So here's an update to the video I covered yesterday, which I know a lot of you guys watched, which is titled, "My mom and sister thought threatening me would stop me from leaving my treacherous wife." And as a recap, because I know it's been one day, but a recap, that's what the guys were married for 8 years, thought he had an amazing marriage, 3-year-old daughter, and one day out of nowhere, which is very strange, his wife comes crying to him, confessing that the child is a result of a fling she had years earlier with some dude that was giving her a lot of attention at the gym. And this guy, both shocked and heartbroken, took off, stayed at a hotel, drank a lot, no one can blame him there, and he's divorcing her. And of course, this meltdown central from the wife, and before he even had the chance to really breathe, his mom and sister are all over him, saying pretty much, "How dare you, and you better go back to her," and threatening to disown him, all that crap. And this guy's like, F you, mom, definitely F you, sister. And I'd speculated that probably, mom wants to be a grandma and all that. And so we're going to have the update here. It's not very long, but update what this guy's decided at this point to do with his wife, his daughter, mom, sister, all that type of thing. And by the way, this guy was just completely torn apart by the Reddit patrol in the comment section, because obviously divorcing her because of her mistake, which wasn't a mistake, and obviously the tough decision with his daughter, who he thought it was his daughter. So it says here, "Hello everyone. I just wanted to fill you in on some things that have happened today since a lot of you have asked. First off, I've seen my daughter again since I needed to for the DNA test, as well as the fact for me to see if I could potentially raise her. In other words, now that he knows this information, how he feels being around this girl, knowing the truth. And to be honest, I might get a lot of hate for this, but it just doesn't feel right. I have an overwhelming feeling of sadness just seeing her. I just imagine a future where my wife hadn't cheated and I wasn't in this mess. So I do not think I will stay in contact with her, as cruel as that sounds. But I think it's better for both of us and for her, since I don't think I'd be a suitable father for her and to myself for my mental health. And now I have to wait for the results of the DNA test." Well, at the end of the day, it's this guy's life and it's his choice. It's not mine to tell him what to do or anybody else's, but of course everybody's going to tell him what to do. But I do feel bad for the little girl, because this to her, this is daddy. She's done nothing wrong. But guess what? He's the victim too. But the big giant a-hole is the wife. This is why paternity tests should be mandatory, because then, upon the birth of the child, or even before, he would have known, and then this little girl would have had this guy who, you all get where I'm going, and he would have married her, and all that. So he would have been married to her, but it wouldn't have been as bad. But maybe this guy may change his mind when he calms down. It's a possibility, but it's his business. Another thing that has happened is I'm going no contact with my sister and low contact with my mother. Well, frankly, I'd go no contact with my mom. She talked to me the way she talked to you. I spoke to my mom again on the phone, and just like I suspected, it was a bluff, and she had promised to stay out. A bluff, huh? What, is he saying that women test men? It ain't just your girlfriends, guys, that test you. It's also the other women in your life. Yep, a big bluff. For some context here, my mom has no family besides my uncle, and she is often lonely since my father passed away. So I think she didn't want to lose another part of her family, and I've already told her I don't mind her staying in contact with my wife and daughter as long as she keeps me out of it. Okay, fair enough, but gee, you'd think that mom would have some loyalty to him not being involved with the girl, with his soon-to-be ex-wife anymore. If she wants to have a relationship with the little girl, fine. But I still have gone low contact since she hurt me a lot by siding with my ex, even for just a short period of time. My sister insisted on the issue, and I just blocked her. Good. The hell with your sister. Notice the sister's doubling down, probably because the sister is probably not much better than his very soon-to-be ex-wife. I just want to thank everyone for the kind comments and messages, and sorry if this isn't what you really wanted to read. I don't know if I will update again, since I doubt anything of interest will happen. Well, I've been doing this for 4.5 years. Something always comes up. But that was the abrupt ending, and here's the interesting thing from my perspective. The comments, what I saw, were people really being supportive of him, saying, your ex is the a-hole, your mom and sister are out of line, what you choose to do is your business. And a lot of people saying, maybe in time you might change your mind about the little girl, You know, I mean, I honestly feel bad for the girl, and I feel bad for this guy, because it's not the girl's fault, you know. But at the end of the day, if seeing the little girl is going to remind him of everything, and he thinks and feels at the moment that, you know, it's going to just screw things up, and he can have a disdain towards her or something like that, you know, I just hope this little girl doesn't grow up with some serious daddy issues. But frankly, he should be suing, or there should be some lawsuit going, somehow tracking down the father. I'm sure if he got a lawyer involved and got some, however the legal process works to get that gym to track down who that guy, because his wife met that guy at the gym, so the gym is going to have a record of members. Unless there's some kind of like order by the court to give up information who that guy was, to track him down, to find out, because that guy, he's the father. It was 3 years of child support amongst many other things. Who knows how that works? I'm not a lawyer, but maybe you lawyers can shed some light on that. But maybe he'll change his mind towards the little girl. I don't know. But anyhow, a few comments here. One guy says, anyone who thinks paternity tests shouldn't be a standard part of the battery test during pregnancy is a complete moron, because this is the end result of not just testing before the birth or immediately after the birth. The situations can be almost entirely eliminated with a simple procedure. Amen. Another one. Not the a-hole. Did you ever find out why she chose that day to tell you after 3 years? It's got to be more than guilt. Also, what is she saying about the divorce? You need to insist that you'll be removed from the birth certificate and that any child support come from the real dad, even if you have to sue her and him for paternity fraud and back child support to make it happen. He knew because he dumped her and ran away. Yeah, that's the thing. According to the wife, this is her story. He found out and he left her. Shocker. That's how Chad and Tyrone works. But the big mystery is, why now? Why after 3+ years? Did she watch some Lifetime movie and felt guilty and started crying, and in a heat of emotion told him, or something else? Like maybe that guy came back. Maybe that guy came back in the picture. She ran into him over at the grocery store or something, and maybe now he wants to see the child, and she's telling him now because more things are coming. Who knows? I'm sure we're going to find out. Another one, guy says, you're in such a rough spot. I hope it gets better with time. I don't think you're an a-hole for wanting to step away, and you really do have to focus on your emotional well-being. Your ex is the biggest a-hole here, and I still wonder what prompted her to tell you, because it certainly wasn't a guilty conscience. She kept a secret for 4 years. There's something else here. Either way, do not feel guilty for doing what's best for you. Your ex needs to figure out her life. Your mom almost chose to lose you over this, and whatever your sister is going on is her problem. And one more. Guy says, hey OP, you have done well. Like I told in other comments I posted on your other posts, nobody can force you as well as blame you for not wanting to be this child's dad. Because if you feel that her only presence hurts you, and you know that you can't raise her, it's better to end things and be detached from her. She will only be a trigger for you. Flip a coin, you know. You're not guilty on anything. Your soon-to-be ex-wife is, and just for nothing, just for the affair partner being attractive and nothing more, she can teach her daughter that to ruin a good relationship just for a handsome dude that might get her pregnant and take a leave, but whatever. Yeah, the odds are the daughter's not going to find out the real truth about mommy. As far as your mother and sister, if they don't add to your healing process, then better cut them out. If your mother truly wanted to fix things with you and step aside of this mess, she won't entertain the idea of your wife and her daughter. As far as your sister, nice done. She is a wacko just because she can't have kids and wanted to pressure you to something that is not correct. Good luck, OP. Yeah, that's right. He said the sister can't have kids. And probably the sister has done her share of naughty activities in her life, and therefore is obviously siding with the girl. Anyway, guys, there's the update you wanted. And if you guys see he updates anything, like finding out the real reason why the wife told him or any other updates, just let me know. Because I have so many stories in circulation, as you know. Can't keep track of them. But if you see it, send it my way. I'll give you a shout out. Anyhow, wish this guy all the best.